In 2019, Hebei Academy of Fine Arts opened its doors to international students for the first time. Among them are 3 foreign students who came in pursuit for knowledge. For some, it was their first encounter with the Chinese vast and rich culture. From the exquisite cuisine to the aromatic street food, the stunning architectural designs, the lovely folk music, dazzling nighttime city lights, not to mention the numerous widely observed Chinese holidays. These students' lives have seen significant alteration, particularly since the COVID-19 global pandemic. This series aims to share the experiences and the challenges faced by international students, as well as celebrate their triumphs in acquiring knowledge.
My name is Achille. My Chinese name it's Chanling. I'm from Africa in a beautiful country called Rwanda in Kigali city.
My name is Shaliwa Oluwaseun Ogunjimi. I'm from Ogun State, Nigeria. I major in fashion design at Hebei Shrine.
My name is Alieu. I'm from Monrovia, Liberia. My major is photography and film production.
My major is animation.
Basically, my study experience at Albee Academy of Fine Arts is a good one. The school has offered a variety of artistic skills that can be applied to many careers.
The school also has small class size, so instructor can give each student individual attention when needed.
I got the opportunity to learn Chinese, which is the second widest spoken language in the world.
I learned more about art criticism, art history, and the conservation of cultural relics.
I also met and became friends with different people from different countries.
I got to know more people from different culture, and I was able to share my own culture with them.
During the beginning of 2020, it almost felt as everything was over and like it was the end of the world. I was worried that the school was going to close and I will not be able to continue with my studies, which I came here for.
Most of our classes had to be online, and as fashion design students, we do more of practical stuffs, which didn't work very well for us because we didn't have the teachers to explain to us. We had to do it by ourselves. And I feel online classes for fashion design students is not the best. So the pandemic really, really affected my academics.
Fortunately, thanks to the technology, I was able to continue with my studies online.
Our teacher recommended us to use a software called daunting.
We had the opportunity to gain more of the classes we've lost. We were able to learn them.
So that's how we actually started to learn, yeah, during that COVID period.
As a foreigner in China, it was not easy to live in China during the COVID-19 pandemic.
It was very challenging, very difficult, because like we all never expect this pandemic actually.
My life really changed just like most people who have experienced the COVID-19 had to be accustomed to wearing masks, sanitizing, frequent lockdowns, during the frequent COVID test every week, even sometimes every day for 3 years. I was really stressed out, because at the time it began, I was alone in China and I just left my family in my country. I had to find a way to cope with everything.
Because most places close, like even the country is closed, like no no flight coming in, no flight going back in another country. So it's very challenging, because some places were also like closed, like supermarket, hospital, schools, restaurant, mall, train station, like a lot of things stopped.
All the restrictions and limitations imposed by the Chinese government, but there were several ways to avoid contracting the disease as well as trying to stay healthy throughout it all. We had to take several precautions, such as wearing our face masks daily whenever we are outdoors and avoiding crowded places. Another thing was to also avoid going to high risk cities. We had to maintain good hygiene, such as washing your hands every time you go to public areas or you open doors and things like that. And we were committed to healthy diet.
Now things is getting better actually, yes. But we all fought through, we all fought through, but it was not easy though. It was actually difficult, but at least now things is better now, yeah.
Did I get COVID? Oh yeah, I did.
Yes, I got COVID.
Yeah, I got COVID.
And it wasn't a funny experience. It was really bad. Like, I woke up that morning, I checked my temperature. My temperature was 39.2. I was freaking out. My body was hurting all over. It was really bad. Then, after I took the pills for 3 days, I was okay. Everything was back to normal, like nothing ever happened.
What happened is, I wake up one morning on a Thursday morning, I still remember. On Thursday morning, I wake up, I start feeling a headache, and I was feeling cold. Like I can't even feel my fingers, So it was kind of difficult for me. So I was having class actually that day, online class actually. So like my teacher like put me on a video, because like normally our online classes would do video. So my teachers see me like, why are you look so sleepy, are you okay? So I was like, yeah, teacher, I'm okay, but I'm feeling that kind of headache and cold. She was like, did you go to the hospital? I said, no, Laoshi, because like all our places is closed. So she was like, okay, I will help you with drugs so you can take it and feel better. I was like, okay, yes, no problem, teacher. Thank you so much. So after like she transported the drugs for me, because she transported it from another city to my city. And then I received the drugs from her. I started taking it. I started feeling better. She always used to ask me every day, like, how are you? You good? So I was like, yeah, teacher, I'm okay. So I just want to tell her thank you actually, because like if it wasn't for her, I don't really know what was going to happen to me. So yeah, thank you, teacher.
At first, I tested positive for COVID-19 in 2022 in November. Uh, I don't know where I got it from, but I had all the symptoms and I was really sick. But after that, I was able to purchase some medicine and kept isolating myself in my room and drinking hot stuff like tea and ginger. Yeah, I recovered in like 1 week, and yeah, next I tested negative.
What I like about this school, the first thing I'll talk about will be the landscape. The architectural design of the school, which mimics the well known castles of Hogwarts. If you're a fan of Harry Potter, then you would know what Hogwarts is.
The school actually in the night just look different, like different, very, very different because of the light. You can, even when you tell people this place is school, they can't believe it.
That's my favorite thing about the school.
Actually, my favorite interest out of class, I actually go for shopping to get sneakers and some clothes because I do like dressing. So yeah, the fact is that I'm into sneakers and clothes business. Yeah, so that's what I do whenever I'm out of class.
My favorite interest out of class would be cooking and traveling. I really love to cook. Cooking is very therapeutic for me. When I cook, I feel so happy. Like I'm like dancing, listening to music, and cooking at the same time. Then I love to travel too, but recently, due to COVID-19, traveling has been so limited in my life.
I do some exercise like gymming. I go to the gym to exercise to keep my body straight. Basketball, and also I like watching football matches. And by the way, my favorite team is Arsenal. It's an English Premier League club, yeah, which is very good actually. And as I say, we are looking forward to lift our first trophy, our first Premier League trophy since 2004. Yeah, that's my prediction. I hope we win it.
So there are so many different types of Chinese food. However, I love momos the most. Basically, momos are a kind of dumpling, jiaozi, like the Chinese people would call it. These momos are very tasty and juicy. They are filled with tender chicken, onion, cilantro, and spices. They are steamed dumplings that are perfect when you have a craving for something warm, filling, and satisfying. I love the way they are prepared and served.
My favorite Chinese food is it's actually a lot. Chinese have very good dishes, but not I don't like all of them because some of them are too spicy for me. I don't like spicy things, but my favorites one are dumplings, hot pot, Beijing Kaoya, which I can translate it's dark meat. I really like it when the seasoning has like there are some soy sauce on the side. You can dip the meat inside. It's very tasty and I really like it.
I like hot pot. You can eat while it's cooking. It's very colorful and delicious. I like it because it's spicy, too much chili. Yeah, chili is like pepper, so it's too spicy and stuff. And also, yeah, sometimes I find it good because it's very easy to eat also. Yeah, I think like that's my favorite food. Even today, as we speaking today now, I will even eat hot pot and noodles today because it's my favorite food. So I like it. I found it healthy.
Actually, I've been to a few cities in China, such as Shenyang,
Shanghai,
Shaman.
Anhui.
Beijing, Guangzhou. Guangzhou is actually a very lovely place to go for business. It is the commerce hub of China. I've been to Dalian.
Sanya.
Yeah, but my favorite one was Shanghai because there is a lot to see, like architecture, people, scenery. Yeah,
I would say my favorite thing about the Chinese culture would be Confucianism. Confucianism places a heavy emphasis on importance of respect for the family and social harmony. It is a national philosophy in China.
Chinese calligraphy. I have tried it in my school. It was really a fun experience. I had to. There's this thing you take, you just draw characters. It's like painting, but you're just writing characters, and it's actually fun.
Well, my favorite thing about the Chinese culture is the Chinese seal. Because of its rich history and usage, the Chinese seal is a stamp used to mark important documents or any other item requires signature. Typically, the seal are carved into stone, but they can also be made of wood, stone. When the seal are used, they are put in red ink, then stamped on the document.
My plan after studying here in this school is actually to go back to my beautiful country, to use the knowledge that I have now, I gained here, and go help with that knowledge to people who need it. Yeah, that's my plan when I finish.
So basically for me, after I complete all my studies, including master's degree and all, I'd like to take a break from my studies and travel somewhere new. Generally, traveling is a great way to expand the mind, gain perspectives, and to relax. Another huge benefit of traveling is like you get to meet new people, make new connections, and learn new languages if you're interested in doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, to meet new people and see new things. And also I would like to travel also outside the country also.
你好，我是负责学校的外事工作，我主要是跟国外的交流合作，外国学生的招生。
大家好，我是国际教育学院单楠楠，我是负责留学生的教学的具体执行工作的。
我的名字叫焦林一，是河北美术学院影视摄影与制作专业教师。
我叫王萌，我是个中国人，我在河北省河北美院周边，开了一个小超市，这个是我就是这个店的小店长。
大家好，我是国际教育学院的李老师。首先我来介绍一下我自己，我的名字叫李婷玉。
嗨，大家好，我是辅导员老师任雅伦。然后刚才刘老师说的非常的好，然后非常欢迎你们来中国学习，然后欢迎加入我们的国际教育学院。
大家好，朋友们，我是来自江苏，中国江苏，在河北石家庄美术学院。
从这个2019年开始啊，我就接触咱们留学生，给留学生同学上课，感受到的留学生呢，带来一种这个跟我们中国学生不太一样的一些气质啊，非常好的一些这个文化带进来，使我们的文化更加多元啊。留学生同学们呢非常有礼貌，这个也有一些同学比较害羞啊，可能到了异国他乡比较含蓄啊。总的来说非常好，能够融入到我们这个国家当中，融入到我们的美院的生活当中啊。在这个学习上呢，有一些问题呢找到我，我也会热情的去帮助 能够提供自己的力所能及的帮助的话，我都可以提供一些帮助的。在学业上呢，这个同学们呢，他的中文交流能力呢，可能还需要一些这个提高，但是总的来说，通过这几年的学习啊，都能够达到一种相互交流的水平，已经很不错了。非常好啊，特别热爱学习啊，这个学习的这个热情非常高。
我觉得留学生非常好啊，非常可爱，有什么事情就会很直接的去表达，这点非常好。也很努力，从很远的地方来到中国学习，也有自己明确的目标，平时学习呀、生活呀都非常的努力。
然后，首先我对留学生的印象非常的好，我觉得他们都挺有礼貌的，也非常欢迎他们来到中国，来到河北美术学院。我希望他们在这里可以开心的学习，开心的生活。
交流的时候，其他人可能稍微有一点困难，因为我上过大学，英语有一点基础，还多少能交流，还可以。
他们在生活上呢接触的也要少，但是我觉得他们很棒，就是他们在学校里边是有自己做饭的哈，很努力。我觉得厨艺应该很厉害，大家一块儿有尝过他们的手艺。然后学习上的话，平时他们学习汉语很努力啊，很努力。包括来找我的时候，包括阿里和丹尼斯，他们都用中文和我交流，我觉得很棒的同学。我因为希望他们的汉语要用到实际生活中，所以要强调他们用中文和我交流，他们能够做到，很棒。然后专业学习上，他们包括平时的上课能按时上课，然后作业完成情况也很优秀。老师们对他们的认可也很高。所以我觉得是一群很棒的孩子。
然后我觉得留学生是他们选择留学是一个非常勇敢的经历。然后第一次认识到你们，我也觉得你们非常的友善，然后同学们之间也会互相帮助，非常的好。
我也教过2个留学生，他们的名字是阿里和丹尼斯。在我认为，留学生是比较认真的，并且是非常有礼貌的。更主要的是，在思维方面比中国的学生更能发散自己的想法。在创作中，能把自己想的东西很好的拍摄出来，并且对于一个不懂的问题，可以很认真的和老师学习，并且最主要的是，我也是特别喜欢的一点，每次和老师见面都会主动的问好、打招呼、说再见等等。
实际上本质上区别不大，都是年轻人，20几岁，很有朝气，很活泼，有自己的爱好。也有一些区别，可能生活习惯上有一些区别，还有一些这个对待问题的时候，可能外国学生更直接去表达自己的想法，中国学生可能会委婉一些。
外国人和中国人除了肤色和语言有一些区别的话，其他都没有多少区别，应该都是很友好的在一起。
我觉得可能中国学生参加的一些活动组织更多一些吧，咱们留学生的群体可能还是这个人数比较少，可能组织不起来活动哈。我希望大家同学们外国留学生呢也积极的加入到中国的这个学生的活动组织里边，和大家一起享受这个学校的校园生活。
其次呢，我认为他们和中国学生最大的区别就是一个不能说很多的中文，一个是可以说很多的中文。我希望他们可以变成朋友，大家相互学习，然后呢可以融合到一起。这样的话呢，也希望有更多的留学生加入到我们这个河北美术学院的大家庭当中。
我觉得你们和中国学生的区别就是一样的，你们就是语言上的区别，还有一些习惯上的区别，然后你们也非常的会做饭之类的，然后这一点也非常的好，然后希望更多的留学生能够加入到我们国际教育学院。谢谢。
这里边反正风景挺好的，也有很多美食美景，反正欢迎外国的朋友过来欣赏游玩，吃喝玩乐。
Animation is a method of photographing successive drawings, models, or even puppets. For example, like this little guy here, um, to create an illusion of movement in a sequence. Animation is important because it makes us be able to tell stories and communicate emotions and ideas in a unique, easy, perceived way that both small children and adults can understand. Animation has helped connect people throughout the world in a way that sometimes writings and live action films cannot. PC applications that we use in class, there are actually a lot because we learn, for example, if we need to make an animation, we have this a specific application. If we want to make special effects, it has also its software. So, for example, for me, my favorite one is Maya. Not to say that is the only one that we use. We use mostly Blender, Maya, as I said, Adobe After Effects, Render Forest, Animaker, Buju. Yeah, but for me, my favorite one is Maya because mostly the interface is user friendly. You can see all that you want to design, and it actually blends within the artist and the character you want to design and to make in Maya. Yeah, that's my favorite one. Alieu, you saw in the shot, I was actually working on my project. I was designing a character, and I was trying to make it move, do some, as I can say, stunts. Uh, there's a lot of ways that you can do it, but for me, I was doing this technique. It's called rigging. You have to make what we call skeleton and put it in your character. So as for example, if I have to move my wrist, I have to make a skeleton for that. I have to make we call it a controller like this, and then we can be able to move this part so as the arm can move freely. So as you saw in that shot, yeah, the character moves as I click on the skeleton. You need to be good at drawing to be an animator, because before designing characters, in Maya or Blender or ZBrush, first you need to sketch on a paper how your character will look like, and you need to, for example, me, before designing the character you saw earlier, I first designed it on a draft paper to see how it will look like in the software. The animation studios that I like, yeah, Walt Disney Studio, Pixar, DreamWorks, Sony, Illumination, Paramount, Blue Sky, Warner Bros. But my favorite one is Walt Disney because, as we know, it is the father of cartoons, as they say. My favorite anime studios. My favorite one is Madhouse, but there are also the one called Studio Bones, Kyoto Animation, and with Studio. Yeah, that's all them I know. Anime is popular in China, especially among young people. For example, in my school, there are a lot of new animation that Chinese students produce every year. I've seen them; they're actually nice. But still, Japan is well known for its creativity in anime. It is basically the world of anime, as my point of view. Yeah, that's my opinion on anime. Some location that you must visit, and it's a must to visit them if you like anime or you're into 3D characters or 2D characters. There are some places called Kyoto International Manga Museum and J-World Tokyo. My favorite animation movie is Ratatouille, Wall-E, Bleach, Arcane, and Love, Death, and Robots. The challenges mostly we face as animators, first one is tight budgets for fast processors, because most of the time some of the project end up being big to render, which makes the rendering time long depending on how your animation character looks or the material you applied on their character. Yeah, but it's a win-win. I have to take like coffee break. I can be sipping on my coffee and waiting on the animation to render. And the second one, it's overwhelming schedule. The study environment for multimedia artists and animators can be super stressful. Yeah, they might work under tight deadlines and significant pressure to get their design to their clients. Advantages of being an animator: the ability to work creatively for people who enjoy working creatively. The opportunities to do so in this role are massive. You can also learn new computer skills and programs as you use different forms of media to create images, effects, and animation. Flexible work opportunities: even when working for a company, you might be able to work from home or outside of normal business hours. Freelance work is also an option in this career, which mostly graphic designers, animators can do. Mostly they just do freelance, providing even more flexibility. In short words, animation can be fun to watch and also fun to make. For me, the future of animation will be as much about personal stories that it will be about making the next Marvel movie look amazing. For me, I would say that in my future, I want to be able to make a Marvel cinematic universe, maybe in Africa, to be the first to make it, and to design my own characters, hero characters, and make them be able to impact the youth, to do amazing and great work, and to inspire others also.
Personally, I would say fashion is a form of expression during a particular period of time in a place, and let's say clothing, shoes, lifestyle, makeup, accessories, and so on. I think for me, my main source of inspiration to designing is just the fact that I love to make people feel good in whatever they are putting on. I like to make people feel good, feel happy, and look beautiful. So that alone inspires me to design. For example, if I should design a clothes for someone and the person really loves it, it gives me more inspiration to do better, to do more designs and create more outfits for others. It's the feeling of my clients, like the feeling they get, the feeling of satisfaction that inspires me to design. Currently, still like a startup business, a one-person business, but yeah, I do have clients and they make their orders online and I make whatever they want for them. And also I do some ready-made outfits, but I mostly do custom-made clothes for my clients. So for now, I'm just still like a startup business. Speaking from personal experience, I would say it is not compulsory you have a degree in fashion design. Because for me too, I was so near on having a degree in fashion design, and I'm currently studying fashion design now. Going to have my bachelor's degree very soon. I just feel like it's not necessary. You can learn fashion, like take intensive classes for a year, and you would get what you need to know. It's not necessary to have a bachelor's degree in fashion. You could have an hospitality management degree in your first degree, like your bachelor's degree could be hospitality, it could be medicine, it could be anything. Then you decide to learn fashion design. As far as you understand the basics of design, if you want to be a stylist, you understand what being a stylist means. If you want to be a seamstress, you know how to use the sewing machine, you can sew perfectly and all that. And if you want to be a designer, your sketches are good, you know how to create designs. So it's not a must you have a bachelor's degree in fashion for you to be successful. It is not. That's personally for me. But having a bachelor's degree in fashion also gives you recognition, especially if you are job hunting. For someone who has a bachelor's degree in fashion, I think if you go for a job search, you would have more opportunities than those that don't. Maybe you want to go working on big brands and all. You have your bachelor's degree and you have experiences. I think you would be on the top list of the people they would choose, rather than someone who has no experience in fashion. And yeah. I use all sort of fabrics, whatever fabrics. It depends on what my clients want. But okay, if you know my brand and you follow my brand, you would know I really do a lot of Afro designs, African prints designs. So you would find, like, let me say about 60 to 70% of my designs are African print fabric, because a lot of my clients they love wearing African prints. But I also work with all other kind of fabrics. I make evening wears, I make birthday wears, red carpet wears, so where I have to use other kind of fabrics. So basically I use all sorts of fabrics. It depends on what my style needs. Like if I have to make a dress, like a dinner dress, I have to use the kind of fabrics for dinner dresses. So, and if I want to make an African print fabric, I have to use an African print dress, I have to use an African print fabric. If I want to make let's say like an evening wear or something where you just go a regular wear, there are fabrics for those kind of outfits. So I can't go using a sequin fabric for a regular daily wear. That's too shiny. It's something for maybe evening wears, parties. So it depends on what the style is and what occasion the style is for and what my client prefers. That's how we choose fabric. You choose the best fabric for the style, what goes well with the style and the occasion.
generally, I'm a women's wear designer and kids wear designer, but at times I dabble a bit in the male designs, just let's say regular shirts and pants. I do that, but I am a women's wear designer and kids wear designer, and I really love working with babies. I love making babies wear, like, they're so cute and lovely. So their dresses are really cute. And to size, I work with all sizes: plus size, regular sizes, plus size. That's why I'm a custom made designer. I work with all sizes. My working process is it depends on my clients. If my clients want me to design something for them from scratch, like it should be my design, then I get to my iPad, I design it, then I give them color options and everything. I just do maybe 3 different designs, but they are very similar in style and silhouette, but I'll give them options of choosing which one they want. So then after designing, once they choose, oh, this is what I want, I get their measurements and make patterns. If the clothes involves a bit of draping, I do the draping too, but I mostly do slicing and splashing method when it comes to the draping part. And once my patterns are done, I go ahead and cut the fabric. Then next is the sewing process, a lot of ironing, and voila, the sewing is done. Then I send them to my clients. Of course, I've learned a lot in the Academy of Fine Arts. Before I came to this school, I wasn't really good at designing like actual illustrations. I wasn't good at doing illustrations. I didn't even know how to use Photoshop before I came to this school. Now I use a lot of softwares. I am good. I can't say I'm perfect, but I really improved a lot. And there are so many new skills. They could be simple skills, but they are important skills that I've learned in this school. Things that have made me a better designer. Things that have made my work cleaner, neater, and nicer. I actually have learned a lot of things from this school. If you are passionate about something, then you should do it. No matter the obstacles you encounter, you should keep fighting, keep striving till you get what you want. A lot of things will come your way, but as far as you want it, like you really do want it, it is worth fighting for. Just keep going. There's no little place to start. You can start from anywhere. That's why I said it's not a must you go to school for fashion, like go get a bachelor's degree. It's not a must. You can start by watching YouTube videos. You can start by paying for online classes, cheaper classes. You'd get to where you are going to. As far as the passion is there, just keep the fire burning. That's it.
Louisa.
There are many types of photography: fashion photography, sports photography, nature photography, macro photography, street photography, food photography. As for fashion photography, it's all about your outfit. And we all inspired by celebrities showing their outfit on a magazine. It keeps us inspiring, you know? And also like for the sport photography also, like we have so many players that we all inspired by, like Cristiano, Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. they keep on inspiring. Like we see their picture, we feel inspired to play football also, because of the detail. Nature photography is all about the landscape, animals. It already explains itself. Macro photography is all about taking a detail of a small insect, small insect for you to know the detail of it. So that's what we call macro photography. And also the street photography is all about like the street being beautiful, big cars, bike, lot of people, Food photography, we all know they have a lot of food you can shoot, So we have pizza, we have burger, we have so many food I can explain also. Yes. And my favorite photography is portrait photography, Well, portrait photography aims to capture the identity and personality using lighting, background, and posing. There are different types of portrait photography. For example, instead, some portraits are for professional use. Other types of portraits are more casual, such as lifestyle portrait that capture subject in everyday life. But actually, I like shooting in the studio mostly. Basically, what I use in my studio, I use camera, I use a light, and as for the camera, I use a tripod to avoid shaking of the camera, and I also have different kind of light, and I have backdrop light, like different color, blue, red, yellow, and I also have a background which have different color also, because I shoot my model according to their complexion and also their outfit. And after shooting them, I also use my laptop to edit their pictures. To edit it. And I have so many different kinds of lenses also. As for the camera setup, I use just 3D setting, the shutter speed, the ISO, and the aperture. I commonly use them for exposure. As for the lighting setup, I use 3D angle because it depends the model that I'm shooting. Sometimes I use the high light, the soft light, sometimes I change colors. Different angle, it just depends the model, that's all. And for the background, I use different colors for my background, commonly known as backdrop. And also when I'm shooting my model on that backdrop, I use different color according to my model complexion. So, and also I have a remote that I change the colors. So these are the equipment I use in my studio. I get my model from different locations. I treat them well and keep them comfortable by talking to them during the shoot. The reason I get a lot of models is because they see my work is interesting, and also their friends recommended me to them. I have a site where people book me for portrait photography shoot. I really enjoy my work because my model keep inspiring me about my work. It's good. So I feel good about it, actually, What happened during my shooting set, I make sure I check on my model to get them ready, and I have to meet them to bring them in my makeup studio to apply makeup on them. So at the same time applying the makeup on them, making them to feel comfortable by chatting with them. So after applying the makeup, I have to take them to my studio to shoot, the shooting studio, So I have to bring them to the studio to get them ready in their outfit. At the same time they're getting ready in their outfit, I have to check my setting that I did. in advance before I start my shooting. I have to check the light, I have to check the background, I have to check the camera setting to know everything is great, everything is good. Yeah. So after checking everything, and when my model is ready in their outfit, I start to shoot them. At the same time, I put a music on because personally me, I like when I'm shooting, music should be playing. I feel inspired by it also, you know. So these are the stuff I do during my shooting set. Yeah. Actually, yes, I've achieved my goal to study here in China because what I came here to study 2019 into this 2023, I actually came here to study photography, and Alhamdulillah, I have completed it, you know, I've completed my bachelor. So Alhamdulillah simply means thank God, you know. And the 4 years that I spent here, I was able to learn Chinese language, Chinese culture, and during my 2019 that I came here, I met some Chinese friends and I met some foreign students from different countries. I and them in the same major, we started this journey together since 2019. It was challenging, but we made it. So I was able to complete it. So I just want to give a big shout out to my supervisor, my teacher, and my mother. Let me just say my parents. Yeah, without my supervisor and my teacher, I won't be this far and I won't know anything, you know. So I just want to give them a big shout out. And also for my mom, I want to tell her thank you. She didn't want to make me to come here, and she didn't want to pay my school fees. She provide everything that I need. So I just want to tell her a big thank you. So the only message I have to tell is that I'm bringing that degree with honor. So see you soon, Mom. Love you. Bless.
you.